I am Jevanic Henry from the Caribbean island of St. Lucia. My primary work involves supporting youth-led organizations and community-based organizations in climate action, building resilience. So currently, I serve within the climate change section of the Commonwealth Secretariat based in London. But also beyond that, within my private capacity in the island of St. Lucia, I help youth-led organizations in developing project proposals that would allow them to access climate finance, much needed climate finance, to help support their resilience efforts. This is critical coming from a small island developing state. We're definitely on the front lines of climate change. So that clearly aligns between my work and this need in our country, which is why I feel so always motivated to want to do more and to want to have an even greater impact. So definitely from the Caribbean context, as a small island developing state, within the COVID-19 pandemic, it was actually an eye-opener where we saw that a lot of our issues were exacerbated, even from the environmental standpoint. So for example, we already faced with severe water issues. So one of the projects which we were able to sort of pioneer within the community where I grew up was we were able to help support households in expanding their rainwater harvesting capacity, which allowed them to now have excess water, which they can then use to facilitate help in their farms, which was critical for food security. And now we know the challenges which many of our islands face in terms of food security and so on. So that for me was quite an impactful project to be doing during the COVID-19 pandemic, but also more recently. In fact, as we speak right now, I'm supporting implementing a project within the island where we'll be taking 2 children's homes which provide support for children who don't have parents and so on. And now we're helping them develop climate smart agriculture, climate smart farms. These farms will then allow them to plant their own food, grow their own food, and also facilitate an income for them. And again, the climate smart element ensures that they are climate resilient and that they are able to withstand the impacts of climate change. So these are just 2 of the projects which I have enjoyed doing, and certainly there are a lot more which we look to do in the new year. Yeah. So certainly, I think the ADEL program is quite unique in the approach in which it takes, particularly the diverse group of young people or emerging leaders, like we say, which it looks to bring together. And, I've seen from such platforms whereby it sets the foundation for further collaboration among participants. And I'm fully confident that within the crop of excellent young people within the ADEL initiative, I believe that you'll be seeing a lot more joint collaborative efforts, which I would want to see. That I would really hope that the ADEL program continues to grow, continues to engage with young people from across the Atlantic, as I think that is critical in setting that foundation which we really need to catalyze that sort of positive action, positive sustainable action, which we definitely need across the global south. So I'm definitely looking forward to the collaborative efforts, but also learning from my colleagues. Like I would have mentioned, the diverse backgrounds of individuals is quite useful, and particularly now in this complex situations which we face globally, challenges, it is always important to understand things from different angles, which it's only day one, and the sort of learning self experience is quite unique. And I'm definitely looking forward to the future collaborations from working with the partners here today. Yeah.